Yo, I'm Carlin,
I'm Narika.
and this is
The bench. Actually, I wasn't ready for that.
Yo, I'm Carlin,
I'm Narika.
and this is
The bench. I think my plants are dying.
You are not a plant mom.
I have 2 plants.
But you're not a plant mom.
Why am I not a plant mom?
Well, if you had plants, we need to do a welfare check on your plants, and they would take it away and put your plants in a plant foster
The guy
home.
said I just
in
needed
a
to.
nursery.
The guy said I just needed to cut the leaves.
No, that's not what you do.
He said I just need to cut the leaves.
No, because you don't cut the leaves.
No, the stem. Where
Yes,
the stem. I cut the
yes,
stem.
Yes.
But now I don't know if it's gonna grow back because it looks like it's drying out.
Because you don't water it.
I do water it.
You don't grind your eggs and your plants and stuff and put the phosphorus and the nitrogen in order for it to live. Because that's what plants need. Phosphorus and nitrogen. You know the seeded biology.
I thought plants just needed water and sunlight and worms.
Explain photosynthesis for somebody that's never heard photosynthesis before.
Photosynthesis is when a plant has sunshine on it and then it grows.
I'll take that.
Is it not that?
Look at that. You come to the bench, you get relationship advice, science, geography.
Do you know what happened? Do you know what? I feel like a real South African now.
Why?
Because I'm not like an adventurous eater.
Yeah.
I just want you eat things. What's the wildest thing you've eaten?
Crocodile, maybe. It's not that adventurous, but yeah.
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 I don't like eating tripe.
Yeah, I've eaten that before.
When last have you eaten it?
As a child. But I know what it tastes like.
I don't like eating sheephead curry.
And I like that.
I don't like eating trotters curry.
I like that. I've actually been craving that.
I don't like eating live chicken curry.
That's not adventurous.
Hard body, they call it up here in Johannesburg.
Everywhere.
I ate heart.
Yeah.
I ate heart this weekend.
Where?
At the people from...
At your friend's house?
Yeah.
Oh, well, how was it cooked? Was it cooked in a braai? Was it like...
No, it was like...
braised?
It was like in a... It looked like a curry. Like a curry.
So braised.
Yeah, it was braised and it was spicy. It actually went in. And I just tasted one piece of it, so I'm going to claim it that I ate it. But then I just ate the curry sauce.
I can imagine it tastes like kidney.
It tastes...
Like it's very like...
it's very like...
fine and grainy.
No.
Is it not?
It tastes like... I actually don't know what kidney tastes like because I haven't eaten that all over. But it tastes meaty, but it also doesn't taste like meat. You know what I mean?
Shut up.
I ate heart. That was exciting. Anyway, back to some sports. You know what I'm saying? It is, at the time of shooting, 87 days until the 2023 FIFA Women's World Cup.
Crazy.
It's crazy. Those prices of the tickets keep going up. And I keep, hoping someone just e-wallets me money.
It's not going to happen.
Why would you say that?
It's life. But I mean, 87 days. Like, what do you do to celebrate 87 days leading up to the greatest event of women's football?
I think 87 is a weird
number.
Like a weird number.
Like 87 historic footballers. Like 87 women's teams.
Do you know what I thought? Do you know what I thought about?
What?
When I remembered that, the first time I watched the Women's World Cup was because of Dad. And we were when we lived in the rural.
Okay.
And I remember Dad was watching the World Cup. Because the thing about, some people is, if their sport's on...
We would watch it.
You would watch it.
Yeah, regardless of who's playing.
And that was the first time I heard about the World... So I knew about Marta, the number 10 from Brazil. I always knew about her. Used to have those soccer tournaments at school. I'd be number 10 Marta, Brazil shirts and all that. And I remember Dad was the one that put us on to women's football.
Women's sport.
Yeah, women's football.
So
to be specific.
Changing the game. Your father put you onto women's sports.
Yeah, because he used to watch it. And I was like, oh, wow. And he knew when the World Cup was. And then we would watch it. And, he had favorite players. They weren't from Africa, though. His, favorite teams were, Sweden, Japan, Brazil, obviously. But it's kind of crazy. So, guys, from watching it when I was a kid to watching it in real life, make dreams come true.
It's kind of mad.
It is kind of mad. But the DStv Prem was also on. There's not much to talk about in the DStv Prem because, again...
The league's done.
The league is done. So why do we still speak about it?
I don't know. It's kind of like whenever you start something in life, you get that urge. Like I saw that TikTok the other day. They were like, you know, when you get the urge to like deep clean your house, and then like the cups are on the table, everything is like ready, and then you just sit there and you're like, oh shit, it's actually a lot of stuff that I need to clean. But then you have to finish it off. Like that's that thing. So we had the urge to talk about the DFT Prem, Sundowns win, and I was like, I guess we gotta finish.
I was gonna go in a different direction.
I guess we gotta finish.
Do you know when people are in relationships?
Damn.
And then like like one person in the relationship is like, don't want to be here anymore, but they don't break up with you. They just slowly disappear and distance.
Is that what we're doing?
Like I think that's what we're doing.
Are we just? There's a term for that. I don't know what the term is.
Cold quitting.
Cold quitting
your relationship.
Is that what we're doing?
Yeah, because like, what do we speak? There's already a winner.
That's crazy.
What do we speak about?
I don't know. Battle for second place.
Okay, we can speak about battle for second place, but let's run through some results since we are here. Richards Bay drew 1-1 to Maritzburg. Richards Bay, you guys are doing well.
They were extremely well at one point.
It's like a New Year's resolution.
Yeah.
You start off the new year going, I'm going to hit the gym every day. 15, not even 15. 1st of Feb, you stop going to gym.
Not even 1st of Feb. I've been there. I know what it's like. No, I know what it's like. 1st of Feb is too long. But Sean, are they like cold quitting their time in the DSTV Premiership? Is that what's happening?
No, I think they're going to stay up.
Are they just like...
I don't know about Maritzburg.
Yeah, we showed how good we were, and now it's like, nah.
But you know, it's only the last team that gets relegated, and the other teams are in a relegation playoff.
Yeah, the second.
So Maritzburg could be in a playoff.
Yeah, so right? 16th position, Maritzburg United right now
are
out as it stands. I think they're about 3 to 4 points off of the next position, which is 15. 15th, I think, is Swallows, Gallants, somewhere over there. So they will go into the playoffs, you know, and then the teams above them are either safe or get dragged into those last two places.
Yeah. Maritzburg never get relegated, though.
They somehow, somewhere, I don't know how.
They don't get relegated. Someone needs to spill the tea and tell me what's up in Maritzburg. TS Galaxy drew 1-1 to Royal AM. Royal AM as well this season, they haven't been hitting it. When you're craving something and you just can't put your finger on what you want, that's Royal AM season.
Yeah, I think what's finally come around is the off-field antics and not focusing on football and all of like the noise around the club. They're building a brand. Attempting to build a brand.
They're making a brand, baby.
But they're making a bad name for themselves, I think, in South African sports. Of just a club that's full of antics and then not delivering on the like when it's time to play the actual sport that we're trying to build a brand around, they're not doing it. So do they deserve what they're getting based on the antics? Yes. That's just my opinion on it. Do I love to see it? Yes. Because they bought out teams like Bloemfontein and they were supposed to carry on heritage and it just didn't work out. Is it entertaining?
Colin's just here for the drama. I'm
here. I think I am a football purist at heart, like many of us who watch the game. And when it comes to certain things like this, where you're just throwing the game up and now it becomes theatre. Football is theatre, but now it's just like it's a pantomime. It's just not what it's supposed to be.
I don't know what that word means.
It's
drama.
It's an exaggeration. It's just unnecessary, yeah.
Okay. Stellenbosch beat Swallows 3-0. I don't know, like this last part of the season, they got the energy where it seems like all the other teams are like, guys, it's December, essentially.
Yeah.
Like, close the laptops, let's go on holiday. Stellenbosch are like, we are going to be working. I was going to say grafting, but it didn't sound right. But we are going to be working.
No, because nobody pronounces that T in that word.
Grafting.
It's a soft T.
Grafting.
Yes, there you go.
Doesn't sound right.
That's the word. But yeah, that's shout out Stellenbosch. I mean, they turning up. I think it's like you pick your moments, right? Similar to like Orlando Pirates and Kaizer Chiefs somewhat. Beginning of the season, they were like, yeah, we there. And then it's like, boom, quiet, right? Nobody talks about it. Sundowns in the league, attention's off of you, spotlight's off of you. Boom, now it's your time to shine. Stellenbosch.
Then everyone's talking about Stellenbosch. But Colin was right. There is a battle for second. SuperSport beat Amazulu 2-1 in their race for second.
Race for first of the rest.
first of the rest.
Yeah.
Probably sounds better. That win pushes them into second place. And I guess Amazulu are still trying to figure themselves out after their coach is it promoted or demoted to sporting director?
So False was fired, but okay.
He was just removed as a.
He was promoted to, because I think there's us and then there's directors, like in a company, right?
Yes, okay.
There's us, directors, executive members,
Okay.
CEO, whatever, like, you know.
Okay.
So technically, players, managers, directors, owners,
Okay.
right? So
He wasn't fired.
he went from manager to not being a
It
manager.
was just a restructure.
So yeah, company restructure.
A company restructure.
That's exactly what happened.
So I think during the company restructure, Amazulu, they lost.
Yeah,
But
pretty much.
Now, as a sporting director, maybe he has more voice.
Yeah, but I mean, there's news as to why they made that shift, right? Was it a financial issue as to why you don't remove that person from the company? You just You keep them on, shift their contract into a different. You can't. Yeah, you know,
Okay. And the red tape
and fiscally
bureaucracy.
Fiscally, it doesn't make sense.
Okay.
Right. So you say, let's take this contract and then shift it into a different role and then pay you out. Right.
Okay.
So we're still getting work out of you.
Okay.
It's not work that's going to be impacting us in the long run, right? As a manager, where there's vital roles, but we're going to keep you on.
Okay.
And then just pay you out.
That makes sense.
Right.
So SuperSport into second. Their biggest competitors, I think, is Orlando Pirates, who beat Cape Town City 2-1. And they have a game in hand.
Yeah.
So Pirates are looking good for it. Also, don't know why Colin, guys, sometimes like Colin does a lot of like the base notes of our
just so
videos.
we have an idea.
And he always puts down Kaizer Chiefs. Like, he goes, the race for second, and he's listing Kaizer Chiefs.
It's there. I mean, they are relevant in the story. I mean, there's 6 points left with 3 games to go. Okay,
you do know that in the bubble era of the Premier League, when we first started the bench, they dropped like a 12-point.
Yes.
So you really think they're going to make up
But this season, they were abysmal, and then now they're 6 points away from second.
Okay, well, is anything going to change if they're losing 1-0 to Sekhukhune? So that was like Colin's current girlfriend beating his ex-girlfriend.
Damn.
That's what happened. Sekhukhune beat Kaizer Chiefs 1-0.
I mean, that's a win. Anyway.
It's a win for you.
That's like in life in general. If you are in that situation, actually, shout out to you. That's a healthy relationship right there. Actually.
But you're not over the ex.
No, I'm not over them. Like, no, I am over it.
But you know that the new girlfriend your new relationship at least has that thing.
I'm getting confused.
They fighting.
You are over them, right? Because you're happy that your new girl is beating the ex.
You know, you picked right.
Like, you picked right.
You're saying you picked right.
Won. That's exactly what happened.
Sekhukhune beat Kaizer Chiefs 1-0, which was,
like, you know who your fighter is.
It's clearly not Kaizer Chiefs.
Like, you know that, like, pick your fighter. And it's like that one. And I picked right. Because everyone in the comments is like, yes, that is the one.
Okay. I saw a crazy stat on the socials. It was about the goal scorers, right?
Yeah.
And Saling's up there. I think it's
9.
I think he's the top. He has the most goals scored and the most assists.
Yeah, most goal contributions. Yeah, that's, for our new age stats, like XGs and all that kind of stuff. Most goal most forward passes in the game. The other stat that I saw one day in football was most passes received from the goalkeeper was a stat on a player's profile. Shocking.
What does that even mean?
I don't know. That you're available. That you're like, I'm here. Like, give me the ball. Like, I want to be seen here. Stand up and be counted.
Okay, should that stat be different for defenders and forwards?
Because no.
The goalkeeper is...
Like, I think that then it's we can even say a stat, most passes received from the wing. Or like, most passes received from the center back. Or most, like, you know what I mean? Like,
I get it. So do you think, like, tech, AI, ChatGPT, all these things are happening, right? Do you think that, like, in our drive to be more data-driven, we trying to bring up too much data and too many stats.
Yeah. As I said,
which is confusing now.
Football purists, I think the one stat that cannot be quantified. Oh, that too. But I mean, like in terms of like football debates, the break time chats, the lunch break chats, the before work, after work, the reason why we watch sport, those chats, the one stat that cannot be quantified is the eye test.
The eye test?
The eye test. When you know a player just like you can just see.
No, but that's so subjective.
I think the eye test is the most objective.
Like, that is so subjective.
Or like
one of your favorite like footballers, just like internationally, right? The players that used to play over the pond for a specific team.
Okay, wait.
Are you saying that's
no the eye test? Like, right? We cannot. Let's take the Ballon d'Or winner, right? In 2019, right? The world's best footballer.
Okay.
Of that year, right? 2018.
Okay.
Right? Luka Modric.
Okay.
World's best footballer, right?
Okay.
Pull up his stats. They're not the greatest. He's getting 5 assists a season, maybe 3 goals or whatever. Okay. But when you watch him play, objectively, eye test, you can just see this guy's the best player on the pitch, regardless.
That's how I feel about Timbazwane.
Eye test. He may not score every week. He may not assist every goal. Right? He
also may not be covering. He's actually probably covering the most.
But like, no, he might not even cover the most distance on the field. Okay. But like, it's just about his goal contributions don't weigh up to the same as Saleng. Is Saleng a better player than Timbazwane? No, because eye test says that regardless, his impact on the game, it's just better.
You can't really measure impact here. And I think,
but you can see the eye test.
Yes, I know, but I'm going back to like data and the stats. I think the stats will tell you the story you want the stats to tell you a story. Like what story you want the dots to tell you.
You can manipulate the stats in a way
to be like, this is the type of player and this is why they're better. Yeah. But that's crazy. Colin with the eye test. Drop a comment. Let us know. What do we speak about
going forward?
From the DSTV Prem. Yeah. There was continental football. Sundowns won. Gallants drew to Pyramids FC. How many Gallants are still in continental football?
Crazy. And relegation battle.
There's a lot going on. But Sundowns look like they're on the way to win a continental trophy.
Yeah.
They're like, we want a league. We don't care about anything else. Let us just try win this continental trophy. But yeah, drop a comment. Let us know what you think is going to happen for the first of the rest. The race for second place. Thoughts on Gallants and Sundowns' recent performance in the continental football. So that's the CAF Confed and the CAF Champions League. And the eye test. Do you agree with Colin?
I agree with myself.
Do you agree with Colin about the eye test? What is the best objective way to measure players against each other to determine who is the best player? Drop comments. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. It's all love. Until next time. Bye.